Welcome to another video. In this video, I will tell you how to describe a table in MySQL and what is describe statement do in MySQL. So let's start. So describing a MySQL table refers to retrieving its definition or its structure. For example, I am new to an organization or a project and there are already created tables inside them. And I want to see the structures of the pre-defined or pre-created tables. How I can do that? For that, I use describe statement. When we describe a table, it basically includes the fields present, their data types, and if any constraints defined on them. So it's a very good way to understand the pre or already created table. So there are 4 types of different statements to use for that. First is describe statement. Second is DESC, which is nothing but the short form of describe. Third is show column statement. And fourth is explain statement. How they work, let's understand one by one. First is describe statement. The MySQL describe statement is used to retrieve a table related information which consists of field names and fields data types and its constraints. Let us understand with an example. So in the previous example, I created one table which was named ABC. So if I want to see the structure of this table today, how I will do that? I will simply write describe and a table. That's it. Let's execute this. And you can see it is described. So this column definition is, it has 5 columns. Here are its data types. If there is any constraint, so see this ID is primary key constraint and the default is null and this one is extra auto include. So this is how I can see the structure of any table by using the describe statement. Describe and then the table. Second one is the DESC. There is nothing but the one on the same thing, is just is the shortest one. So we can also retrieve the table information using the MySQL DESC statement instead of describe. They both give the same result, so DESC is just as a shortcut. There is no change. Even after, instead of writing describe, I can simply put DESC and let's execute it. And you can see let me do that again. You can see same result. So describe and DESC is nothing but the short form. Third is we can also describe a specific column. How you can do that? DESC, then the table name, then its field name. Now I want to see only a particular field like name. So how I can do that? DESC space table name space the column name, which is name. So it will just give me the description or only the name attribute. So you can see it only give me the name attribute. So if we will simply write the table name, it will give it will describe the whole table. And if I will put the particular column name, it will only give me the definition of that particular column of that table. So this is how we can complete it. So also if we just want to see the columns of one table, so what that we can use show columns. So show columns is nothing but to just view the columns of that table. Let me show you with an example. So show columns and the table name, which is ABC. Let's see the difference. What was the difference between described and show columns? Shows columns from table from ABC. So let's just see that. So we do that again. So it will also show the different columns of that table. So this is another way to describe a table by using show columns. So show columns is also one of the 3, and the last way is explain. So let me show you how it works. The MySQL explain statement is a synonym of describe statement. So it is also the same thing, which retrieves the transformation of table structures such as column names, column data types, and its constraints. So how we do this? Explain, and then syntax is ABC with the space So you can see explain also do the same thing. So as describe and so as des. ABC. So these are the four different methods to see the structure of an existing table already. I hope this video is clear. If you have any question, you can let me know in the comment section and I will clear your doubts. And if you have any doubts in the previous session also, you can comment that also. I'll see you in the next video of this tutorial.